In ibisPaint, artwork you create can be used as brush patterns, paper texture patterns, and texture shapes for brushes. We have three types of brush patterns: brush pattern, texture pattern, and blurring shape. For a better understanding, let's open Brush Tool Properties and then let's select a random brush. After we select the brush we want, in the right section of this window, let's tap on the shape option. Here we have brush pattern settings. Brush pattern is used to define the brush tip shape. Lines are drawn by repeating this pattern along the stroke. If we tap on the brush pattern option, we see that there is a lot of different brush patterns that we can select. Next is texture. Let's tap on the type option. Here we have texture settings. Texture is used to set the paper texture for brush strokes and defines the paper's surface for drawing. If we tap on the texture pattern options, we see that we have also lots of different texture patterns that we can select. And next is blurring shape. For that, let's tap on fade option. Here we have blurring shape settings. Blurring shape is used to control brush fade and determines how the brush stroke fades. If we tap on the blurring shape option, we see that we have lots of different blurring shapes that we can select. You can use original brush patterns by creating brush pattern artwork, drawing a brush pattern image within it, and registering it on ibisPaint server. For that, let's go back to my gallery screen. In my gallery screen, let's tap on plus icon. And then let's select brush pattern. If you are not logged in to ibisPaint, a screen prompting you to log in will be displayed, so make sure you're logged in to your ibisPaint account. After selecting brush pattern, a screen explaining about brush pattern artwork is shown. You can read it for more information. For now, let's close this page. Here we can set the settings for creating brush pattern. First is template. Template, select a brush to use as the base for creating your brush pattern. You can tap on it to select any brush you want to use as the base. The second one is type, that select the type of brush pattern. Type has 4 options. The first option is brush pattern mono version, that creates an image that can be used as a brush pattern. Brush patterns created in this way can be used with monochrome brushes. The second option is brush pattern color version, that also creates an image that can be used as a brush pattern. Brush patterns created in this way can be used with color brushes. The third option is texture pattern, that creates an image that can be used as a texture. And the fourth option is blurring shape, that creates an image that can be used as a blurring shape. And next we have size, that selects the size of the image that will become the brush pattern. And after setting the initial settings of the brush pattern, you can tap on the OK. When we enter the canvas screen for brush pattern artwork, the brush pattern of the brush we selected as a template is displayed. If we tap on the edit pattern, the content we draw on the canvas becomes the brush pattern. Now let's open layer window. This layer is the brush pattern of the template brush. We can delete it if we want, or we can add layers. So let's add a new layer. And after our new layer is added, we want to turn off the visibility of the template brush so we can draw a brush pattern without template brush. Now let's draw a simple brush pattern. You can create brush patterns using brush tools, eraser tools, and other tools in the same way as on the canvas screen for regular ibisPaint artwork. Now if we select test drawing, we will enter test stroke mode, allowing us to test the brush pattern we just created. If we try drawing with the brush pattern we just created, we see that the pattern shape isn't showing up in the test drawing, and we can only see a simple line. It's likely that either the brush thickness is too thin or the spacing is too small. So first we can try increasing the thickness. Now the pattern shape is visible, but the spacing is too small. So let's open brush tool properties. And then let's tap on the shape option. Here we can adjust the spacing with the spacing slider. And as you can see, now the space between pattern shape is increased. Now that we have finished creating the brush pattern, let's select back button and then go back to my gallery. The brush pattern image will be automatically uploaded to the server when we go back to my gallery, and our new brush pattern will be ready to use. So let's just select OK on the pop-up that asks if we want to register the brush we used for test drawing as a custom brush. Once we select OK, the brush used for test drawing will be added to the Custom tab in the brush window. This allows us to use the created original brush pattern on regular canvases as well. So now let's check if our new brush is really added to the custom brush. Let's go back to a previous artwork and then let's tap on Edit. And next let's open brush properties. Because the brush pattern has been uploaded to the server, we can now select the brush pattern image we created in the brush window. The brush pattern images created with brush pattern mono version and brush pattern color version can be used as brush patterns in the Shape tab. And that's it for today's tutorial. Hope you enjoyed and understood it. If you have any question or suggestion, please comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next part of this tutorial.